While you was in New York, Tupac calls you in the room and he started giving away all his jewelry, right?
Yeah, Pac, the week that led up, the week prior to him, you know, returning to Allah, Pac was he was doing a lot of things that, it was strange. He was he bought these portable cameras when he was giving out in LA, he was making us take pictures. He was like, look, we don't got enough pictures together. Me talking about him, the Outlawz. So we started just taking pictures around his house, random pictures. And then when he went to New York, he called me to his room. And I think to one of the reasons I believe he done that, because Pac had a military mindset where he believed to reward soldiers. He had that mindset. If a soldier is doing something, they should be rewarded accordingly. And before that, when we first walked into New York, I remember it was a tense situation. We was in Pac hotel room, like the day before he called me to his room to get the jewelry. We was in his room, and I was at the window. And for 30 minutes straight, I wasn't talking. I'm just looking down. And I think it shocked Pac. Was like, what is this? Like, Pac looked at me like, what are you doing over there? Like, it's strange. You just staring. You ain't saying nothing. And so Pac walked over to me. And he was like, what are you doing? I was like, look, you see the reflection on that car? It was a taxi park. I said, I'm watching everybody that walk in this hotel. And it shocked Pac that he seen me like a young dude, but I'm still paying attention who coming in that hotel, because we don't trust nobody. So if anybody look like a street dude, because we in Manhattan in a nice neighborhood. If you like a street dude and you walking in that hotel, that's a red flag for us. We're going to hit the lobby and we're going to check you out. So when I did that, I think Pac was like, it affected him in a good way, So the day after that, he called me to his room and he had all his jewelry laid out. And I was like, Pac, what's up? You told me to come to your room. And he was like, grab something. I'm like, grab what? Because I don't, this is the first time he act like this. He's like, grab something, the jewelry, whatever you want, take is yours. So I grabbed the ring because I didn't want to go for the big stuff. He had Rolexes. I'm talking about diamond Rolexes, watches, bracelets, everything. So I grabbed the ring, the little thing. He's like, man, grab something else. I grabbed the Rolex. It's a Rolex bracelet that he had on All Eyes on Me. I later on gifted it to Mike Epps. I grabbed that. He's like, man, take more. So I grabbed a chain and then I grabbed a ring and then I left. And I went into the hotel lobby. Gaddafi and Edie was out there. He was like, what Pac wanted? Why he called you to the room? I was like, man, Pac acting weird, bro. He just put all his jewelry down and told me to take his jewelry. And I was like, look. And I don't know if it was Edie or Gaddafi. I gave one of them the chain and one of them the ring, and I just kept the Rolex. That later on I gifted to Mike, for, doing some good thing. He did something for me and I wanted to thank him. And, he got the Rolex watch. It's the Rolex the bracelet, I mean. The one that Pac had on the All Eyes on Me album cover.
And that was days before the Vegas incident, right?
Yeah, it was days before the Vegas incident. That's why it was strange, because before the jewelry incident, he made us walk around, take pictures. He's like, we just don't have enough. We need pictures for memories. We don't have enough pictures with each other. And then he gave away his jewelry. A couple days later, he passed away. A couple days later was the Vegas incident.
Do you think Tupac knew something was going to happen to him?
You hear people sometimes, they say these things about, this person seemed like he knew he was going to die. I really can't touch upon if these things can be actually, facts. But he definitely was acting as if he was going to depart. He wasn't acting the normal Pac. From the point when he was like, he just woke up one day, was like, we don't have enough pictures with each other. Sent somebody to the grocery store. That's when you can get them portable cameras from the grocery store, Ralph's, in LA. And he was like, let's just take pictures with each other so that we can have them for memories. Then gave me away his jewelry. So, it was strange. Yeah, one of the famous pictures that we took, I have a yellow shirt on and I'm standing next to Pac. We both throwing up West Side, right in his living room. That was one of the pictures. I don't know if there's any other pictures from that week on the internet, but that's one of them.